What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I got 12 because I couldn't quite narrow it down to 10 for the group of fragrances that I gathered when I thought of this topic, because we're talking about some affordable designers. Now, when I call something affordable, the price expands beyond what I consider cheap, just a little bit. We're talking, instead of the $50 range being a cap, now we're talking in the 70s, just expanding by $20 or so dollars, just a little bit to really broaden the spectrum on some awesome fragrances. We've got some really damn good stuff in this particular video that you're bound to find something to add to your wardrobe this autumn. So let's talk about them. Stay tuned. Now, some of these, to stay in the price bracket, it's dictated by bottle size. This one being a prime example, it'd be more the 60 ml to be in the like $50-ish range. It's closer to like $78 to $80 for the bigger bottle. But you can still get in the price bracket with something like Gentleman Boisee from Givenchy. This is fantastic. A lot of people's favorite. I don't think you can really go wrong with this line if you like iris, because majority of their fragrances are centered around iris. What's different about this one from the others is it's nice and woodsy, has a nice spicy tone to it. It's not as creamy as some of the others, like the regular Oud Parfum. It doesn't have the creaminess and the booziness of Reserve Privé. It's not over-the-top woodsy like Society, and so on. You could really enjoy this one quite a bit. I think when it comes to the fall season, there's a real plausible argument for this being the best of the bunch, especially in the evening setting. It's just awesome for that. It's not as powdery as some of these other designer iris fragrances, because designer iris fragrances are typically powder bombs. You got to be into that style to enjoy it, which a lot of you are. I definitely am. Big fan. Big fan of the powdery iris fragrances. And that's why I wanted to set the tone with this one, because performance is above average. Again, you have decent amount of powder. It's floral. It's spicy. That's the biggest takeaway for me. I like my spices and my florals come the fall season with a nice woody backdrop, a little bit of sweetness here. It's not over the top sweet. And again, great performer, high compliment factor kind of stuff. It's great for the season. It's Gentleman Eau Parfum Boisee. This next one, if you're getting them from discounters like the link below, you can get them right in this price bracket. And to me, of all of the, almost dozen fragrances they have from this house, this is my number 2. Number 1 is their newest, one of their 2 newest releases. It doesn't quite fall into this price bracket yet, otherwise I would have featured it. But with Tumi, you can't go wrong with Continuum for this time of year. It is a spicy, smoky leather type of fragrance. You have some citruses here, a nice musky tone. It's not overly synthetic, cheap smelling, imaginary oud, basically, is what you could call designer oud, because it is based around oud, suede, frankincense. Like, a lot of these notes sound fantastic, right, in theory. And in practice, this delivers for what I would consider designer quality level, actually slightly better than most designers as far as quality level. This does deliver. This is some really good stuff. This is probably their most interesting fragrance. If I had to pick the most interesting from Tumi, it's easily this one. This one will raise an eyebrow. This will kind of scratch the itch for an enthusiast looking for something slightly different. But for those coming from the mass appealing market of typical sweet designers, blue fragrances, barbershop fragrances, that's looking for something a little bit different, but nothing that's a real challenge to wear, this kind of is that happy medium, if you will. Great performance, again, pretty damn good quality, and a somewhat unique smell. It doesn't specifically remind me of any other fragrances. Just a damn good option. It's Tumi Continuum. This next one is special. Shout out to my buddy Randy, the channel fragrance dude. This was a recommendation from him, and we're finally getting into the weather to where I can put this in the rotation myself. So eager to get this one on skin. Orchid Leather from Van Cleef and Arpels. Let me get the jewel dangling in the front. You can get this 75 ml in the $70 to $80 price range when in stock. So, you get a juicy fruit plum, cardamom spice, leather, incense. It's ambery. Creamy vanilla gives you your sweetness. The quality here is, damn near designer private line quality. It doesn't smell as kind of mid-tier as a lot of designer fragrances do with their quality. This does smell a bit better. I'm not going to sit here, it smells of a high-end luxury fragrance, but it's not some basic cheap-ass oil type of blend. This is some damn good stuff. Like, I mean, really, really freaking good. I'm probably going to put this in the thumbnail. This needs some spotlight, hence why it's in this video. I'm so eager to wear this one myself. Now, it's not quite, it's chilly this morning. This isn't, typically you see me in a hoodie for these morning videos because I'm heading to the gym. Today's an off day from the gym. It's in the 50s outdoors right now. It's nice and chilly, got a little breeze. I was outside already. Nice hoodie weather for me personally, so that's what I'm doing. And it's going to warm up quite a bit to where the hoodie's probably going to come off. So maybe not the best choice for me personally today, but as the weather continues to get cooler and cooler over the next month, this is going to find its way into my rotation, and I would encourage you to get your nose on it some kind of way, get a sample. If you're getting the risky blind buy type, which I'm not encouraging, but hey, people do it. I do it. You might want to look into this if you're looking for a beautiful, fruity, smoky leather that doesn't smell like everything, but it's also not super unique. Like, it's a familiar type of DNA and elements to the fragrance, but it's not like I can just pinpoint it to this smells just like this. So it's got that going for it. There's a familiarity, there's an ease of approachability, there's a high likability to it, and the quality here is pretty good. It's not super expensive. It performs really well. What's not to like? Orchid Leather from Van Cleef and Arpels. One of my favorite releases of 2023. It's straight up affordable these days. You can get the 50 ml like I have in the like $50-ish range. Under 80 bucks will get you a 100 milliliter bottle. We're talking Boss the Scent Magnetic. They always seem to deliver for the most part. Pure Accord wasn't a direct hit. The Intense, not a direct hit, but everything else, direct hit. They nailed it with these, especially something like Magnetic. This is one of the best in the line. So they have this brand absolute note that kind of reminds me of like whole wheat grains, like a wheat field type of thing. Almost hay-like in some ways. Not quite as dry as a hay accord. Think of fragrances like Cherokee that have a dominant hay accord, but not quite that type of dryness. Nice and ambery. You have the sweet, fruity Maninka, however you say it. That's the base DNA main accord for this fragrance line. It's an absolute delight. It's unique outside of its own line. And nothing else smells like this that I've tried. Very unique, highly affordable. It's a rich fragrance. It doesn't smell light or cheap and synthetic. Performs really good. Great in the evenings. Cooler days if you like these somewhat fruity, sweet fragrances. And I don't mean like tropical fruity and apple and stuff like that. No, the Maninka fruit, very distinctive fruity accord. This is some good stuff. You might want to give this one a try. It is some of their best work. Boss the Scent Magnetic. Now, when it comes to autumn, this is pretty cheap. Smaller bottles you can get for like 30-something bucks. 75 mLs, 125 mLs, all cheapy territory. Like we're talking 50 to 60 bucks range for the big bottle like I have. And this is my favorite version of Polo Red. Ralph Lauren's Polo Red Eau de Parfum. Cranberry, grapefruit, ginger. You get some aromatic notes, some woods, some amber. It's fruity, fresh, sweet. It's not super powdery. Like the original's very powdery. This isn't all that powdery. It's spicy from the ginger. The woody dominance here doesn't smell too cheap because, I mean, I know it's not some high-quality wood oils like cedar wood, for example. It's just delightful, though. It doesn't veer away from what the profile is all about and just refines it, makes it smoother, slightly matures it. It's still a playful DNA. I think everybody from all ages can enjoy this one, where some of the others from the line might be a bit more playful than this one, and some are a bit more, I guess, matured and rounded, like the Extreme, for example. The Extreme was always, the folklore type of fragrance in the line. But this one's affordable. It performs really well. It's an easy 8-hour fragrance and longevity. It's highly attractive. It'll definitely get you some compliments. I can tell you firsthand, my wife, big fan of this one. Very big fan, as am I. Love the wearing experience to this. And quintessential fall. I specifically only wear it in the autumn season every year. Some of the bottle sizes are straight up cheapies, but the biggest bottle size like this is even super affordable. Maybe look into this one. It's Ralph Lauren's Polo Red Eau de Parfum. So this one was recommended in a live stream not that long ago. It's like 30 some odd dollars. Spicy green blue fragrance. It still has that shower gel smell to it. It's actually really damn good. Boucheron, I believe it's pronounced Singulier. It looks like Singulier. but I think with the E instead of the A, it's more singular. Whatever. It's a damn good fragrance. So good. It's got that classic spicy aromatic barbershop-esque type of smell to it with a little bit of that shower gel feel, which really dials it back in that blue fragrance territory like the bottle color would indicate. This is damn good. I mean, like, damn good. A lot of aromatics, very bright, not over the top soapy, but again, shower gel smell, right? Smells like Ambroxan. It's lavender and clary sage, but it kind of gives off an Ambroxan smell. You got citruses, you got spices and greens, and it's a peppered green type of smell. It's nice and woodsy in its base. It's just, look, it doesn't reinvent the wheel, but what it does bring to the table, it does really well. It's a great, this is straight up cheapy, not just affordable, just recent acquisition that I've been just very much enjoying that I wanted to talk about, that trying to spread the word. I want more people to get their nose on this one because it was recommended to me. It was a great recommendation. And I'm trying to pay it forward with letting those of you that haven't heard of it or given it a chance yet, maybe do so. Maybe if you're looking for that new blue that doesn't smell identical to every other blue, but still a blue. And if you like blue, like I do, you'll probably like Boucheron Singulier. I'm so surprised this got cheap quickly. I think the 50 ml is like $30 already in the link below. I paid full price from Ferragamo. I wanted to get it pronto right away. It's Ferragamo's Red Leather. They're released for this year. This is the best one in the line, in my opinion, because it takes all of the elements that are great about bright leather and spicy leather, adds iris. Nice, somewhat creamy but powdery iris, spices, woods, blonde leather. It even has a little bit of that violet leaf DNA from the original, just a little bit, and not as much as others in the line. It's the coolest looking bottle. Got kind of this gunmetal colored glass with the red and the silver. Man, I mean, that's not the most important thing is the look of the bottle, but it's the coolest looking bottle of the bunch. They have phenomenal atomizers on these. You won't really be able to, God, it smells good. You won't really be able to see my ceiling fans on. Blows it down immediately. Had somebody ask me this morning in a comment, as in fact, why aren't you spraying and wafting with air? Because I have my ceiling fan on. This is the warmest room in the apartment. That ceiling fan stays on. I get it. I got a hoodie on, but I'm leaving soon. And the fit's fitting. You know what I mean? But aside from that, if you are a fan of any other fragrance in this line, I personally believe this highlights the majority of what's available in the line in one bottle. Plus iris, if you like any of those, you're probably going to love this one. I do think it's the best one. Yes, even over spicy leather. And it's a really good performer. It's Ferragamo Red Leather. Seems to be forgotten because there's been 3 fragrances in the line that have come out since this one at this point. And 2 of the 3 are damn good. Both the infrareds, phenomenal. Dark leather, kind of a miss. Could have been better. Not terrible, but could have been better. But when it comes to the Spicebomb line, Night Vision Oud Parfum is forgotten for some reason. And there was a time when I called this my favorite Spicebomb. It's still one of. It's amazing. Don't write it off if you tried the EDT and didn't like the EDT, which I do like. This is superior in every way. Performance, richness, complexity, just the profile, how it smells in general. Such a better fragrance. The nuttiness is enhanced. You get this pistachio and nutty notes accord combination. It gives this creamy, nutty, almondy pistachio kind of thing going on with the peppered spices. It's got some sweetness. It's just so freaking good. High compliment factor, beast performer. Absolute beast. The 50 mLs are super affordable. The 90 mLs like this are super affordable. Man, what a great option this is. Funny enough, somebody in my live chat, I want to say yesterday or day before, I think it was day before, forgot who it was exactly. If you see this, you know who you are. Mentioned they accidentally bought this instead of infrared EDP, and I said, my advice, I don't know if you smelled it yet, but don't return it. Enjoy it, and because if you like the Spicebomb line, give it a shot. You may love it and still get infrared EDP whenever after the fact, but he accidentally bought this one, and my immediate advice was don't return it right away. If it can be returned open, try it first. You might like it because it's so good. And that's what reminded me that I haven't been wearing it either. I need to wear this SOB myself. That's why we're talking about it here today. So if you can sample it first, sample it first. But kind of a hidden gem at this point. Spicebomb Infrared. Oh, sorry. Spicebomb Night Vision. Oud Parfum. 2024 release. Mont Blanc has been on a tear with releases this year. I just picked up Extreme Leather, which is one of my favorite designer releases of the year. That's not what we're featuring here today, but what we are featuring is a surprisingly damn good blue flanker that they put out in their Legend line called Legend Blue, easily enough. And this smells like minty Percival. Yes, Parfums Marley Percival. It smells more like that than actual just Legend. It's got that enhanced muskiness to it. Very much that spicy, aromatic, musky, barbershop, fruity, woodsy type of thing going on from Legend, Fierce, Percival, but it's nice and minty. And it really does add some depth to it. The first time I smelled it, I was like, it's good. You know, nothing crazy. Let it dry down. It's like, damn, this is pretty good. Then you do a full wearing after, and you're like, I like where they went with this. That's kind of the process of what I went through here. Another one's 6 to 8 hours in longevity. Above average performance. Already very affordable with different bottle sizes from discounters online. It's some of their best work in the line. Is it the most interesting fragrance you'll ever smell? No. Is it going to be one of the more enjoyable wearing experiences you'll have this autumn? Probably so. Probably so. Try before you buy. Get to Sephora, Ulta, all the different places that carry it. Get a sniff. Then buy it from somewhere like the link down below where you can get it for a much better price than retail. Because this is that jam. This is one of my favorite designers released of the year. There's been so many really good designer releases this year. I don't even know if this is going to make the top 10 at the end of the year. Because there's just been so many good ones. But this one, if nothing else, deserves an honorable mention because they did a good job here. You might want to check it out. It's Mont Blanc Legend Blue. You know, there's two reasons this is here. One, it deserves it. And two, it's just to make a long-time subscriber happy. To give him its due. And he'll immediately know it's him when we're talking about Eros Oud Parfum. It is that good. I wore it not that long ago. I've talked about it again recently. I've been wearing Eros Energy. I've been wearing Eros Flame. But when we're talking the original Eros DNA, among the EDT, the EDP, and the Parfum, this is the best one. No doubt. It is the best one. Before I got Flame, this was my favorite version of Eros. It's that apple, sweet, vanilla, minty green, woodsy, amber, playful, powerful, alluring and attractive. Just a fun fragrance. A fun fragrance. High compliment factor, enjoyable wear. It's youthful. Keep you young wearing stuff like this, I gotta say. All-time great. Modern, all-time great. For the fall season, straight up affordable. To get bottles of different sizes, 50 and 100 mLs. You're not going to spend a lot of money. You're going to get some bang for your buck. They do perform. They are super likable. Super likable fragrance right here. So I had to feature it. Versace Eros EDP. Zesty citruses, spices, aromatics like geranium, juniper. You've got, I want to say some cardamom and chili pepper and different citruses. It smells really good. We've been talking about it a little bit here back and forth in the comments and live streams. It got mentioned as, it did get at least one mention for greatest fall fragrances of all time. I was surprised. I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest fall fragrances of all time, but it did get a vote. It did get a vote. Dolce Gabbana K Eau Parfum. Yes, Dolce Gabbana K. For those of you that don't like Dolce Gabbana K, I get it. Most of you judge it based off the EDT, which is actually pretty damn good. Never understood why it didn't get any love. This is the best of the bunch, though. The Eau Parfum always was and still is, even with the intense out. I think this is still the best one. Above average performance, super loaded down, musky, spiced aromatic. Again, has citruses and stuff like that. A little bit of a hairspray kind of synthetic thing going in the opening that I can't unsmell once it was brought to my attention years ago. And shame on me, I spread it by telling you guys that, because once you hear it, then you smell it. You can't ever smell it again and not get that, right? It happens, just like the Vicks Vapo Rub with Layton. It's just what it is, and I love Layton. And I love this. This is damn good. I need to get it in the rotation this fall. I only wear this one in the fall. It is built for the fall, and it is super affordable these days. Again, hard not to like if you can temper expectations on not getting something wildly unique, but just something enjoyable to wear that's going to cut through the cold for the season on those cooler mornings and cooler evenings. Man, Dolce Gabbana K Eau Parfum, does the trick. Last but not least, we got another offering from Mont Blanc. This is already super affordable. It was actually kind of a underappreciated release from 2023. And if you like woody dominant fragrances, you might want to give Explorer Platinum a shot. It's pretty damn good. A little fresh and somewhat aquatic. You got some violet leaf, super woody dominant. They only list a few notes from what I remember. But it is like very woodsy heavy. Smells like sandalwood, cashmere wood, cedar wood. Smells like all this blend of, like almost like a resinous, creamy blonde wood blend with some aromatics. Just almost like Santal 33, but some of you aren't going to like when I say this, but better, because I just don't like Santal 33. I never have. This is more my speed, because it's kind of like that, but not exactly like that. This is more my style when it comes to creamy wood fragrances. It's pretty damn good. I don't think it gets the kind of love it should. It's great for the season. It's literally built for the season, in my opinion. I don't think it does super well in any other season but fall. It just fits the theme and the vibe of the autumn season. Don't let the color on the bottle fool you. It's definitely more like yellows, oranges, browns, deep reds, like all the fall harvest color scheme. That's what I get when I smell something like this. If you want a very woody dominant, woody aromatic fragrance, super affordable, and it's a pretty good performer, check out Explorer Platinum. Well, that's the 12 that I have for you today. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. If you haven't tried these, highly encourage it. Sephora, Ulta, Macy's, all the different places. Buy them online. It is killing brick and mortar. I'm not going to act like it's not. But these discount sites, they got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. You know what I mean? It's the way to go if you're looking for some of these. These will be making their way in and out of my own rotation this fall. I hope you found some value in this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.